Well, hey, all you rock stars, what is really going on? You are indeed on the winning walk with Christina, and I hope you are enjoying. We're coming up on the end of another month, going into the month of September pretty rapidly here. I hope y'all are enjoying the start to your week. I went out shopping, or not shopping, went out diving this past weekend. And these are the things that we were able to find. We went to Sister Homes there, and we also stopped by Sister Wiley, and they gave us some Zevia Vanilla Cola, which is really of interest to me. And we'll get into why in just a moment. But this is what we found at Sister Homes today. They're going through their gourmets. The other day, they got rid of a whole bunch of candles. And today they are going through their teas, it looks like, and different types of teas. Threw out a bunch of popcorn, which I didn't really fool too much with, because I said the people in the apartment complex and the homeless people, that'll be something for them to snatch and grab, and I want to really leave that for them, because I'm noticing a lot of them come through, and I know that they'll get it. But with all that being said, and me running up the mouth, let me get into this bag. This one thing was of interest to me. Pink Himalayan salt, perfectly seasoned popcorn. And yeah, nothing fancy, just delicious. We're going to take this out of the package, and we're going to be the judge of that. And as you can see, a whole bunch of tea, but this was also of interest to me too. Shroomology Gut Health Mushroom Coffee Dark Roast, robust with notes of chocolate. Stress relief and balancing, gut support, endurance, and energy. This past week has been quite the week for my digestive system. So, let me see, expires January the 7th. Okay, 2027, wow. Any sugar in here? Just a scant amount. But it says espresso, ashwagandha, chaga mushroom powder, Himalayan pink salt. There's that pink salt again. Probiotic blend, stevia leaf extract. Wow, that's really, I got to really try this mushroom coffee. That'll be interesting. I may try that somehow this week, because my I don't know, I've just been having a lot of issues here lately, and I don't know why, but stress causes that. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I will be trying that. That's interesting. I found a ton of these Winnie the Pooh English breakfast tea. In it is 40 tea bags. What they do is they just go through their randoms and they toss. See, it expires November of 2027. And they just toss it, tin it out, zero it out, take it off the shelf, put it in a bag, put it in a shopping cart, and just take and dump. So we got plenty of Winnie the Pooh. We got Peter Rabbit English tea selection, 72 tea bags. And that expires December of 2027. New English Teas, Spitfire Close, Coventry Business Park, Coventry, CV56UR, England. Wow. Produced for the United Kingdom from pure Ceylon teas, packed in Sri Lanka. Shut up. This is Sri Lankan tea. So there's 3 kinds of teas: English breakfast, afternoon, and Earl Grey. Get out of town. Look. If you like tea as much as I like tea, you would pay $7.99 for this. Oh, wow. That's wonderful. I love that. I love that for me, and I love that for the Blessing Box too. Is this more Peter Rabbit? And it's English breakfast tea as well. Okay. Got quite a few of those. Peter Rabbit. Oh, we got Harry Potter Hufflepuff tea. 40 Hufflepuff afternoon blend tea bag. Uh-oh. Hold up. What kind of tea is that? If I could hold on to it. Hold on now. Hufflepuff afternoon blend. 40 English afternoon tea bags. And that's January of 2028. Wow, 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 wow. What does this say? Hufflepuff afternoon blend, a cup of kindness. Professor Pomona Sprout is the head of Hufflepuff House and tends to the magical plants in the Hogwarts greenhouses. That's crazy. That is crazy. Lots of tea. Be Happy, Be You dietary supplement, turmeric and ginger. Powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. 90 gummies. It expires in February of 2027. Take 2 gummies daily. Got turmeric, quite a bit of turmeric, and just a touch of ginger, it looks like. 4 grams of sugar for 2 gummies, so that's really, in the grand scheme of things, that's not bad. Turmeric is extremely antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. It is cancer fighting. Friend of mine's husband, they gave him turmeric as part of his regimen to fight cancer, and it helped him a great deal with his cancer. So turmeric is something to look at. Very, very good for you if you can tolerate it. I put pure turmeric in a lot of the things that I make as I can tolerate it because it's extremely good for you. This right here, I was excited to see because I am out of oil. Now, I found some oil recently, and it was dipping oil, and it was, what other kind of oil? What is it called? Avocado oil. So I found some of that, and I was excited about this, but this thrills me no end. Extra virgin olive oil, y'all. Look, $15. $15. I'm so excited about this. I could just jump up and scream. But right now, I just say, Lord, thank you, because I really, really needed that. Really needed that. Then we got traditional English tea, fine breakfast tea. Got 40 tea bags here. And what does this say? Let's see. With their clusters of azure blue petals, forget-me-nots became a symbol of love and remembrance for the Victorians. It was also during the Victorian era when drinking tea became even more popular in Britain with the introduction of high tea. New English Teas have created this 40 tea bag vintage tea caddy to carry on the forget-me-nots message of sentimentality and giving. This fine English breakfast tea has been carefully blended to give a full, refreshing flavor to enjoy at any time of the day. It expires January of 2028. Vintage Victorian. Traditional English tea. Y'all, this just, things like this I absolutely love. I love stuff like this because I'm a tea person. I'll probably never have the teeth, the nice, white, shiny, glistening teeth that everybody else has, that, you know, that is very appealing and people want to look at because of teas. I absolutely love tea. I like coffee. Coffee has its place, but I'm a tea person. A cup of coffee is nice, but tea is even nicer. What is this right here? Char brew, honey and lemon tea. And this is British tea too. Snetterton Park, Harling Road, Snetterton, Norwich. And it's a blend of Ceylon and other origin teas packed in Sri Lanka. There's Sri Lanka again, y'all. Green tea, lemon flavor, honey flavor. Wow. That expires January of 2028. Is that not insane? Is that not a cute tin? Look at these tins. Is that not cute? Isn't it cute? That is so cute. Oh my gosh. And we got more tins of tea. More Peter Rabbit English breakfast tea bags. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Organic ginger root. Get out of town. Supports healthy digestion. Organic ginger rhizome. Wow. I don't see the expiration date on here, and that's what interests me. I'm looking at this, but I'm going to tell you something. Enjoy before the date stamp. I don't see a date stamp on here, but I will tell you one thing. Organic ginger root, steeped, and you drink it like a tea, is absolutely excellent for your digestion. If you are somebody who is prone to indigestion and gastric issues with your stomach, ginger root, there used to be something I used to take when I had a whole bunch of stomach issues called gin-gins. They're little chewy like candies, but they're not candy. They're actually candied ginger, and they're excellent for settling your stomach. When I was going through perimenopause and menopause, one of the horrendous side effects for me, besides the night flashes, night sweats and hot flashes and the irritability and the mood swings and all of the other horrible things, the probably one of the worst parts for me was all the stomach issues. I had so many problems with my stomach. At that time, I was barely eating anything. I was just sick most of the time, and this went on for a good 2.5 to 3 years. I lost so much weight, and I was sick with my stomach all the time, and the doctors could not ever pinpoint what it was. Things didn't turn around for me at all until I got on HRT, and my stomach regained its whatever gut microbiome or what have you. But I lived on ginger root and gin-gins and peppermint, things that were peppermint infused and ginger were my best friends, because I have been given every medication under the sun and none of it worked. But ginger root is everything. So if you're somebody who have a lot of issues with your stomach, ginger root is everything. I would get ginger and just straight ginger root, and that is so common to your stomach, and it's so helpful because ginger is antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antiviral too. Excellent for you. So I'm super excited about this. I cannot wait to try it. Now that I've given you the rundown on ginger, let's keep it moving. But look at this, y'all. Wildflowers honey. 100% Italian wildflowers honey. Product of Italy. Honey. When I say they threw away jars of honey, I mean they threw away jars of honey. Italian honey. Look when it expires, January 10th of 2028. So we got 1 jar. We got 2 jars. And then the last of the things is natural raw eucalyptus honey. Product of Australia. No, this is not broken. This is honey that's just been tossed around in the back of the white shadow, and it's kind of like looking like that. But look at this. Honey. Raw honey. Is that not insane? Look at this. Isn't that crazy? Pure honey, y'all. And then look at all of that. Look at all that tea. I'm going to put that tea back in here while I talk to y'all about this Zevia, because we're going to look at it together and see what it's all about. Now, because of my stomach issues and all the things that I had going on with me for during menopause, I'm in post-menopause now, I had to really reevaluate my life, my health, my weight. And at the time menopause, full-on menopause hit, I was in the process of restoring my health and getting back on an even keel. And so I had lost over 100 pounds and I was in the groove of that. So with that, I had to give up my love for sugar. I'm a sugar addict. I admit it. It's still something I wrestle with. I'm not free from it at all. I don't care for sugar substitutes. I don't like stuff like NutraSweet and aspartame stuff, and even like Splenda. If I have to have something other than the sweetener I've chose, I will do a little sucralose or Splenda, what have you. But I don't too much deal with that. Primarily my sweetener of choice is stevia. Stevia has 0 side effects. Stevia is from the stevia leaf. The stevia that I take is pulverized, and that is the only processing done to it. And I have pretty much replaced everything with stevia versus what I cook. Now, if I make you a cake or a pie or something like that, it's going to have sugar in it, but more than likely, I'm not going to have as much of it as I would, because I understand what sugar does to my body. And stevia, for me, is just sweet enough and perfect, and it's my go-to of choice. If I put something in coffee or tea, or if I, put something in something else to sweeten it up, it's going to be stevia, or it's going to be a little taste of honey, but that's it. Table sugar is for the guests that come over and for Kadri and Ray if they want it, or for when I cook something for somebody or for them. That's who it's for. But generally, my sweetener of choice is stevia, and it has been for the past 7 or 8 years more, maybe even 10 years at this point. Because when I decided to give up sugar, because I didn't want to follow my family history of diabetes and all of that other stuff, I had to make hard choices. And so stevia, the taste of stevia for some people is kind of bitter. When I first started using stevia, it was kind of bitter and weird, but that's because my body was ridding itself of straight sugar. And so over time, I got acquainted and accustomed to it, and now I don't even taste it at all. It's just like sugar to me. I don't taste any aftertaste or any of that. So it's something you have to get used to, but it's 10 times better for me than sugar would be. So when I found this at Sister Wiley's, I was like, okay, 0 sugar Zevia vanilla cola. Now, I haven't had a cola in 30 years. I haven't had a soda of any kind in 30 years, because what is that? That's straight sugar. So that's one thing I had to give up. And then I couldn't tolerate the fizz or the carbonation to soda, so I just left it behind. I was a Pepsi girl. Out of Coke and Pepsi, you would find me with a Pepsi. Not a little one, but a big one. If we were going to 7-Eleven, you wouldn't find me with a little cutesy demure cup. No, you find me with a big gulp. And I would drink all of that and as much more as I could get. I mean, I used to drink Pepsi every day, all day, 3 times a day for years. Why I have kidneys and why I'm not diabetic is just by the grace of God. But yeah, I don't know how I did it, but I did it. So when I saw this was really of interest to me. Says carbonated water, natural flavors, stevia leaf extract, and caffeine, which, everything's 0. But it's not NutraSweet. It is stevia. Sweetened with stevia. It's carbonated, Probably won't be able to tolerate it, but you know what, y'all? I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna actually try this. Let me know in the comments if you still do sodas or colas. Tell me if you ever heard of Zevia, and tell me if you've tried it, how it actually is. I would like to know. I may do a taste testing on this, at least one can, to see how it is. If it's not so great, you can go to the blessing box with some of the rest of these things. I'm starting another blessing box deal over there. As you can see, I got more tea over there, and then some pita chips and stuff that I found that's going as well. So y'all let me know about this Zevia. If you've ever tried it, let me know about that. But with that, I won't hold y'all up too much longer. I appreciate you watching this video. What do you think about all these teas and their honey and the extra virgin olive oil? God is just amazing at what it is He's able to do when you take your eyes off of things and let Him be who He is. He's wonderful. He can feed, He can clothe, He can shelter. He can do all sorts of things that you wouldn't even imagine Him to be able to do if you just allow Him to. If you just allow Him to, y'all. Just let Him be who He wants to be to you. And all that you need is yours and then some. He'll overflow you and give you so much to give to others and bless them. He can do it, and He will do it. He's been doing this for me my whole life, but He's been doing it in a way that I understand now for 5 years. I just thought, I started diving in 2020. And the only reason I started diving is because I started watching YouTube more in 2020. Being at home from the 2019 stuff that was going on, being able to work from home, I started watching more YouTube, and dumpster diving came across my feed, and I started watching it, and I was just like, wow, what a cool thing. Because I was just thinking, wow, what a way to help my family, but then also what a way to help the people in the neighborhood have the things that they need to have. And for 5 years, I have just watched God work, and the things that have come into my hands have been, I just look up. Sometimes from the dumpster, I just look up. I'm like, Lord Jesus, thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you. Because I think of all of the people in the neighborhood who can benefit from all of this, and who are going to benefit from all of this. It's amazing what God can do, y'all. If you just don't stick to the script. Go off the script. Go off the grid. Go out of the ordinary. Because that's where God really lives. This is out of the ordinary. This is uncommon favor. But it's what God longs to do with His people. There is a blessing waiting for you, and you know it's God when that blessing covers you and covers other people besides you. God never blesses you just for you. There's somebody else who can benefit from it. This is what brings me joy. If you ask me what truly brings me joy, finding all of these things brings me joy, but not just for me, but for whoever I can bless with it. And I know that's why God is allowing this to continue, because He knows I'm going to do what I need to do to make sure my neighborhood is taken care of, and the surrounding neighborhoods. And don't let me find out if anybody around me actually needs something I have. I'm running and they're getting it. No problem. We're all basically in the same boat now. None of us are independently wealthy. We all need a little help, and that's what all of this is for, and I thank God for it. But y'all, with that being said, I've rambled enough and just talk. I'm sorry about that. Once I edit and become a real YouTuber, I can edit all of these ramblings out. But for now, you got it. I appreciate you watching, rock stars. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. And once again, I appreciate y'all, and I thank you so much as always for watching. And with that, y'all have an amazing week.